beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
We go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Eze, Rice, Saka. He's going to be disappointed with that. Vitinha, João Neves, Fabian Ruiz, Kvaratskhelia. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Saliba. Rice. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly shifted upfield. Cleared away. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's Hakimi. Eze. Gabriel. Lewis Skelly. Rice. White. Rice. There are a few waiting for it, and he decides to cross. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead!
Arsenal, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Out to the left it goes. And it's White. Eze. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Vitinha. Marquinhos. João Neves. Marquinhos. Tacho. Oh, can he get onto this? Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. White. Rice. Saliba. Trossard. Gabriel. Saliba, gently done. Saka. Moved on forwards. Tacho gets across to intercept that. Marquinhos. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Spread out to the left. Eze. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Eze. Trossard. Calafiori. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. Doué, and here's Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz. Danger averted for now. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Kvaratskhelia. And he's there to get it away. And it's Vitinha. 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 And they've got rid. That's really well manoeuvred. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Hakimi. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's played forward. Vitinha. And here's Dembele. Dembele! Gabriel. Keeper's got good distance on that. Paris Saint-Germain are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
And it's Doué. Now that was very necessary. Saliba. Gabriel, forwards and with intent. Calafiori, aim forwards. Doué shifted upfield. They've won a corner. It clear. And that is out of play. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Eze. Nice looking ball. Nicely intercepted. Doué. Scalia. Saka. Paris Saint-Germain already trailing and we've barely begun. White chooses to go cross-field. It's Ruiz. João Neves have it back and can go again. Scalia. Eze looking for a runner. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rice, who does have an assist to his name. Gabriel, good-looking ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Doué. And here's Scalia. And there's the shot! Split-second reaction.
Fabian Ruiz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's really well manoeuvred. Into the channel. Dembele. And it's Eze. That's a nicely weighted pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Saka. Up towards the flank. No way through, so back it. And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
Pacho, and it's played forward, gets it away, and that's been won straight back. Nuno Mendes. Kvarat is having a shot! Calafiori does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Saka, now he's off and running. Marquinhos. João Neves, forwards and with intent. Calafiori, played over towards the opposite flank. Nuno Mendes. Pacho. Played towards the front line. White. Lewis Skelly. Gabriel gently done. Calafiori. And it's Eze. Short changes him with that pass. Paris Saint-Germain can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Kvaratskhelia. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. White tries across, and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
João Neves getting this one clear. Trossard. Doué gets rid without sophistication. Played back in. And here's Trossard. Saka played out towards the right wing. White opts to play it back. This might spell and a chance! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Marquinhos looks to the other side. Pacho. João Neves. Marquinhos moved on forwards. Hakimi drives forward on the overlap. Well played, important challenge that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rice, that's really well manoeuvred. Hakimi. Proves too strong. And it's played forward. Time and again they are repelled. Over to the left. Calafiori going full tilt down the left. Tacho getting this one clear. And here's Trossard. Saka. Lewis Skelly. It's really well cleared. Kvaratskhelia gently done. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking here to chip it through. Calafiori. Rice. Quality ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Doué. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And it's White. Oh, sweet feet. Fabian Ruiz. João Neves shifted upfield. Doué in acres of space out wide. Oh, what a ball! Shapes to shoot! Saliba. Oh, they could be caught out here. And it's hoisted clear. Out for a throw. Here it is, crossed in. Gabriel is there, and he can get that clear. Luis Skelly. Calafiori. Gabriel, it's a sharp pass. Succumbs to the pressure. Hakimi. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. Fabian Ruiz out to the right. Hakimi tries making a foray down the right. Cross into the box. And that has been cleared. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's Mendes. Gabriel gets it away. Fabian Ruiz. He can get that clear. Oh, it's Eze.
Fabian Ruiz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Trossard. Saka. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Eze. And it's White. Saka. Now it's Saka. Deftly away. Ball is over the line. White. Now who's going to be first to this? White has got himself a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Corner it is. Saka plays it short. Chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Trossard. Here's Saka. Saka knocks it out wide. That's going to go a long way. Saliba. Luis Skelly. And here's Eze. Saka played with finesse. That'll be a throw. Mendes. Mendes gently done. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, it's Dembele. Cleared away. Tacho, aim forwards. Raya gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Trossard. Trossard. The ball is loose and the chase is on. João Neves gets over and intercepts. João Neves shifted upfield. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Dembele. Played out wide. Played into space out wide. That has been knocked clear. Doué, and he's got chance for a shot! White. Paris Saint-Germain are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Played into the middle. And he's there to clear it. And it's Hakimi. It's Fabian Ruiz. Calafiori wins the duel this time. Eze. Saka. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nuno Mendes. Hakimi is onto it in a flash. He came in hard, very hard. And it's Hakimi. Doué. Oh, this is a... And he shoots! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Paris Saint-Germain grab the equalizer and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Saliba, gently done. And that's put paid to a promising move. Tacho, forwards and with intent. Moved on forwards. Vitinha, that's really well manoeuvred. Showing good feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And that has been cleared. That's a throw. Kvaratskhelia. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Gabriel. Trossard. And it's played forward. Calafiori goes on a run down the left wing. Trossard. Luis Skelly. Oh, delicate chip through. And it's Eze. Calafiori. Hit into the middle. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Moved on forwards. Doué. Marquinhos. Pacho. Nuno Mendes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fabian Ruiz. And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And the game has already resumed here. No changes at the interval from either side. Pacho clears it away. What a throw in. Nuno Mendes. Mendes, gently done. Rice. Gabriel. Lewis Skelly. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's White. Rice. Eze. Trossard. Lewis Skelly. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's the throw. Trossard. Trossard. Lewis Skelly. And here's Eze. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pacho. Vitinha. João Neves shifted upfield. White. Saliba. Lewis Skelly. Gabriel. Doué forwards and with intent. Fabian Ruiz done delicately. Saliba is there and he can get that clear. He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Saliba played out to the left flank. Calafiori is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Dembele, and he's surging through. It's Dembele! Oh, that's nice. Looking for a decent ball in. Doué, back when it goes. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Goes for a shot! And he's done it!
Boom! There we go. And and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And here's Eze. Real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hakimi. Marquinhos. Pacho. Vitinha. Played towards the other side. And it's Hakimi. And here's Doué. Hakimi. And here's Doué. And it's played in. Great chance! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
Oh, that's great thinking and wonderful improvisation. He had to reshape quickly to make the perfect connection.
Changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Doué does really well to win the ball there. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Doué. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Saliba cuts out the pass. They're not going to make any further progress now. Gabriel. Saliba. Eze chasing after it. Coming under serious pressure here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
And here's Saka. Saka. Trossard applies the finish! Oh, nearly. And it's Eze. Now it's Trossard. Oh, some tackle that. It's run loose here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's the end of that. It all started well enough. Calafiori. Nice physical challenge. Doué with a definite foul there. And he thumps it clear. Great run on the overlap here. That's really well manoeuvred. Dembele. Paris Saint-Germain have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Gabriel gets good distance on it. Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Kvaratskhelia, spread out to the left. Who played through for the wide man. And it's Vitinha. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Tacho, aim forwards. Hakimi. Cross goes in there. It's a mighty effort! White, and he goes cross-field. Calafiori looks to get on the end of this. Trossard, and here's Eze. Eze, it's a delicate pass. White. White puts the ball in.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Hakimi, gently done. Rice. Calafiori. Gabriel. Oh, good spread. White. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going direct. Oh, smashing header! That's a half-decent try.
Trossard certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Vitinha. Doué. Lobbed in behind. Raya claims comfortably. Vitinha, clearly not happy with that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, it's Dembele. And he has been fouled there. And here's Ruiz. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi shoots! Oh, there was was a decent attempt in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Rice. Calafiori is onto it in a flash. Trossard. Fabian Ruiz. Saka. And here's Trossard. There's the shot! He's scored! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Arsenal deploying the high press here, trying to force the defence into making mistakes.
Yep, can see that.
Yeah, it's pretty sapping, especially at this stage, Peter, but they need to be quick with the press here.
Well timed, excellent interception. Tacho forwards and with intent. Nuno Mendes. Saka moved on forwards.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Up he goes! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Hakimi. And here's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Fabian Ruiz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Has a look and plays it forward. Trossard tries to dink it through. Cleared without complication. Saka, that is lovely. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Mendes. Kvaratskhelia takes aim and crosses. Gabriel with the clearance. And here's Ruiz. And now the breakaway. And here's Eze. Ooh, perfectly met. Decent chance! Vitinha. Throw it. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Gabriel makes the interception. Saliba, that's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the right. He's got away. Eze. Shot a goal! Saka. Pacho. And it's Eze. Trossard! Could be danger here. Fabian Ruiz can get it clear. Luis Skelly. And that's a big chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Trossard clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And it's Eze. Now it's Trossard. Luis Skelly. Trossard. Nice control. Trossard. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Luis Skelly. Out to the left it goes. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has been clubbed away.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Vitinha. Marquinhos shifted upfield.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Fabian Ruiz. And here's Doué.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Luis Skelly. Oh, this looks sharp. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Calafiori. Trossard, gently done. Calafiori. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And claimed it back swiftly. Rice. Over to the left.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That looks a good ball. Shot, surely! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Arsenal can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Hakimi.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, can he get onto this? Tacho. Oh, good spread. Hakimi hurtling down that right flank. Hakimi. Lee Kang-in. And here's Ruiz. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Trossard. Paris Saint-Germain are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here. Header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
João Neves. That's really well manoeuvred. Trossard. Lewis Skelly. Trossard. Lewis Skelly. Rice.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Fabian Ruiz. That's a good run down the left.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Gabriel played out towards the right wing. Now it's Eze, Saka, Trossard, Saka. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Hakimi. Lee Kang in. Fabian Ruiz. Can he finish? And it's played forward.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Trossard is fouled. And here's Saka. It's really well cleared. Eze. Trossard. That's an excellent interception. Arsenal, Eze! Oh, bang on target. Pacho. Vitinha. Pacho. Moved on forwards. And it's Hakimi. And here's Lee Kang-in. Fabian Ruiz plays it in. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Clipped into space.
Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Saka. Timber. Oh, it's played into the area. So much time and space here. Turns and goes back.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, Eze! And the keeper has it. The final seconds now. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Saka. Saka's delivery. Saka puts too much behind that. João Neves. Ford shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nuno Mendes. Pacho. Marquinhos. Fabian Ruiz. João Neves. Forwards and with intent. That pass has been well intercepted. Timber. Saliba, aim forwards. Vitinha is the guilty party there. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. Lee Kang-in. So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.